I hope you're all keeping well during this lockdown and practicing your dancing loads. I definitely miss teaching my students face to face so much, but we have to continue with our online videos. So today's video, and that was requested by some of you, is about turns. So who doesn't want to improve their turns, or who doesn't have to improve their turns? I always say that this is probably like an never ending work that dancers have to do. Like there's, you know, you can never be excellent at turning. There's always things to improve. And the truth is that one day you will be turning super well and you're like, whoa, my pirouettes were perfect today. And then the next day you'll go to the studio and you won't even be able to do a double or a single. So yeah, it is a roller coaster, I find, like the turning journey, if that makes sense. So just, again, I always say, be gentle with yourself and accept that you'll have some good days and you'll have not so good days, yeah? But those bad days don't define you. So for turning, I know like the whole obsession about turning in the dance industry now is just getting crazy, and you see all those dancers in Instagram doing like 10 turns and whoa, yeah, it looks amazing. But let me tell you this right now. You don't need to achieve 5 pirouettes or 10 to be a good dancer, okay? Just please put this in your mind. You don't need to get 5 pirouettes. If I was you, aim for double, but a double that it's perfect. Yeah, a double that it's steady, and then from there build it to a triple, and then if you want 4, but you're not gonna get out of an audition, you're not gonna not be successful in an audition because you weren't able to do 4 turns. Yeah, there's loads of other things that are important, and yes, it is nice to put tricks in your routines, but filling a full count of 8s with pirouettes, it's not gonna make you more successful than other dancers. Yeah? Okay, so that was lesson number 1. What I'm gonna be doing in this video is I'm gonna start with like a basic jazz turn, okay? And I will give you some tips that I give to my students when we are looking at a jazz turn, because it is so important. There's actually like loads of theory, and it's kind of like it's physics, yeah, like you need to be in like a perfect straight line and things like that. So I'm just gonna give you the different tips today that I give to my students, and also these videos for my students. So I just want you to go advice by advice in this video and correct yourself and making sure you have the right posture to start your turns, okay? So today it's only gonna be about a basic jazz turn, and then I'm gonna keep the another tutorial for turns à la seconde that you've all asked me to do, but I thought it makes no sense to start doing a tutorial on turns à la seconde if we don't understand how to do first a basic turn in a parallel position. Make sense? So we're gonna start with a parallel jazz turn, and then maybe next week I'll do a tutorial on turned out ballet turns as well, and à la seconde, okay? So all you're gonna need is comfortable clothes, and then probably you're not gonna turn very well on a carpet, so just make sure you have like a good surface to turn on, and then make like a wall to do an exercise, or a chair that I'm gonna make you do. That will do as well. Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's start with tip number 1. Before you start pirouette, make sure you have a good preparation, okay? If you don't have a steady preparation, then the whole thing will go wrong, okay? So for a jazz parallel turn, I always teach to start going tandem to the side. So when you're going tandem to the side, you're already in a parallel position, and then you bring it to the back, okay? And then from here, so you want to be into like a lunge position like that, but make sure you're not really wide. Yeah, I have some students that start preparing like this, and then trying to get all the way up from that position, it's going to be hard. So you want to have a just fourth position that is completely parallel, and then the weight is in the middle but slightly forward, okay? So try to find this position. Make sure you're not crossing over, yeah? So if you look yourself in the mirror, you'll be in a nice parallel position, okay? And try to find that arms in third, facing down, and you're here in a nice steady position, okay? Tip number 2, supporting leg needs to be straight and strong. So if you from here go straight away into there, you're not going to be very steady, okay? So first of all, focus on supporting legs. So make sure you're practicing lots of rises from here, up, 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 close, and repeat, down, up. And I want you to focus on that leg from here, up. Yeah, and focus on having this leg completely straight, okay? If you have a wobbly supporting leg, you're gonna have a wobbly turn, yeah? So that was tip number 2. Tip number 3, the leg in a retire position. So this is a retire or passe, and I'm in a turned in position. Loads of beginners, please do not do this. Yeah, especially when we're practicing this pose, I get loads of my beginners resting that leg on the supporting leg, and then that's what happens, like you're putting pressure on the supporting leg and you're gonna fall. There is no pressure on the supporting leg. The leg that is up, your passe leg, should basically just hold on its own, okay? And then make sure you're not sickling the foot like this either, okay? Nice and straight. You want to achieve kind of like a tabletop position, so your knee and your hip are like doing a 90 degrees angle, like that. Or what I tell my students, aim for a B shape. Yeah, that's it, B shape, okay? So, once you understand that this leg, the working leg, has to be in a 90 degrees angle, okay, then I want you to just try this pose here and rise. And try to find your balance. The longer you can hold your balance, the more turns you will be able to do, okay? And the best way to train it, and that's the way I was trained to do my turns, and it was probably the best advice I ever got, and I'm trying to share with all my students now and with you, is when you're practicing your turns, your pose in here, you're not gonna drop this leg. Do not give up on this leg, okay? I want you to train this leg to stay nice and tall. But what you're gonna do is, if you're losing your balance, just lower your heel. Yeah, so imagine I'm here. Oh, I'm gonna lose my balance. Whoop. I bring the heel down. It's fine. I get my center back up. And I try again. Yeah? But don't drop the leg. Unless you get really tired. Then when you get really tired, shake and start again. Okay? So I will make this my tip number 4, was it? When you are practicing your turn pose, do not give up on your working leg. Okay? That is the best way to work your turns. Doing rises and keeping this leg up. Then what you can also do is use a wall. Put hands on the wall and practice going up and practice to get this P shape, and you go up, 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 up and down, and then try to release your hands. Okay? Now let's talk about upper body. So let's start with core. So when you are going up into your pirouette, I want you to think that you want to make your body shorter, as if your tongue is the one bringing that leg up. Make sense? So basically, I just want you to engage your core and think of like that belly button pushing right in. Yeah? This is especially important when you are aiming to do a double pirouette. Well, more than double. The faster you go, the stronger you need to be to hold it. Yeah? If you think like you are in a car, when you go really fast, you need to hold yourself. Woo! Okay, it's the same thing. When you're turning, engage your core, make sure you're very strong, otherwise you're gonna be off. So, core, particularly important when you're aiming for more than 2 pirouettes. So what I want you to think is from here, engage. I can't really, like you can see, because of pregnancy, my balance is all over the place. So I'm probably not the best example today, but from here, engage, and down, and try again, 1, engage, 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 and down. Okay, always try to feel that kind of like pressure making that body short. Arms. So, beginners, loads of you when you start turning, you either do this, ooh, yeah, because you just get really loads of speed, or you get small like that, and you bring your elbows down. No, we don't want that. We want to have like a nice curved shape that it can help us turn, yeah? And these arms need to be really strong, and you're gonna use your back to support those arms. So I would suggest, I like personally applying a little bit of pressure here on my fingers to help me turn. So if you apply a little bit of pressure here on your fingers, that will help kind of like activate your arms, and make sure they're strong. Yeah, do not start pirouette with your arms down like this. You want to have them nice and strong. Okay? So from here, now you're gonna add the arms and have them really, really nice and strong. So you add supporting leg, passe, core, arms, 1, 2, 3, and up. And hold, 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 hold. Okay? The last one, and very important, your head. So you need to spot, okay, when you're turning. So you start looking at a spot, and then I always say, think of like when that chin gets to your shoulder more or less, you want to switch your head really fast to find that same spot again. And 1, 2, 3, and turn. And 1, 2, 3, and turn. And 1, 2, 3, and turn. Just practice this exercise, yeah? It is quite tricky for beginners, I know, because your head spins at a different speed than your body, but it is essential. Yeah, especially when you're doing traveling turns, you need to know where you're going. Okay, so from here, I need to know I'm going that way. Ooh, my pads. And now, let's talk about how we actually turn. Okay, so if I'm preparing with my right leg behind, I'm gonna turn towards the back leg, and the back leg is gonna come up, yeah? So from here, my back leg is gonna come up, and I'm gonna turn this way. I personally like to use my arms and shoulder to turn, okay? This is personal preference. I know that some people use the hips, or in ballet you would use open close as well, which you can do that as well, open close in here. I like from the third position go straight away into a first jazz position, but this is my personal preference. So we start like this, yeah, and then I'm gonna use my shoulder to pull a little bit, and I'm gonna do 1 pirouette. 1, finish on your toes if you can, it's better. I prefer to finish on your toes. So let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, finish. Okay, really fast. And if we don't get that spotting fast, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna try it now. Again, with my pregnancy, my turns are not very good, but I'm gonna try now so you can see the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we spot and spot. Woo! Woo! That floor, it's really slippy. Your feet. 1, 2, finish. Yeah, it might be better. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, finish. I had to take my socks off because it was way too slippy and I don't want to get an injury. So that's all you have to do. Yeah, and to prepare those pirouettes, start like this. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance, balance, balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another quarter. Then you're gonna do half. Then you do 1. Woo. And then 2 or 3 or 4. And then you repeat on the other side. Okay? This is all I want you to practice on today. Yeah? Especially for my students. All I want you to do today is go. I know you all know this theory. But I want you to look at this video today and apply it. Yeah, go one by one, supporting leg, working leg, tummy, arms. And make sure you're getting this pose right. And then just do rises. Then only quarters. Then half. Then 1. Then 2. Okay, but follow all these steps. Woo. Follow all these steps, please. And then, once you've done that, I will show you how to do turns a la seconde as well, okay? And we're also gonna try to do traveling turns. But for today, that's all I want to practice on, okay? And for the ones who are not my students and probably quite new to turns, I don't know what's your experience, let me know if any of these tips help you. I wish I could have some of my students demonstrating this because my center, as I said, it's all over the place and it doesn't help me demonstrating this for you probably. But if a pregnant lady can do it, you can do it too, okay? So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. And, oh, I forgot, one thing you can do as well. See the way I apply pressure with my fingers? Some people like holding something, like you can even hold it like a shoe. Yeah, you can hold a shoe, your phone will be actually good if you don't drop it because it gets the hands to the right pose. I don't really like holding blocks because then you get you get that shape on your hands holding the block. So maybe a phone or something like that, it's flat, would be better for you to get the jazz hands. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to give you loads of information. I want, especially if you are beginners, because I know turns are very overwhelming when you're starting. So take it easy, break it down, and then I will be doing videos with more difficult turns. Okay, so have a lovely weekend.